We see them everywhere, in every city, every country. Signs. For some, a scourge, a reminder of the world of commerce. For others, a necessity, a beacon in the dark of night when you're hungry, low on gas, or need a room for the night. Whether we like it or not, signs are a part of our environment. But now, imagine a world without signs. We would be lost in a confusing maze of blank buildings, hallways, and mysterious streets. Since the beginning of civilization, signs have been an integral part of commerce and communication. From the hard sell to the whimsical, from the familiar to the brand new. We need signs to navigate in our day-to-day lives. There's a special breed of entrepreneur who combines artistry with construction, design with electronics. It's a world of practicality, commerce, and vision. Today we'll meet one of the most dynamic forces in the sign industry, who are expanding across Western Canada and beyond.
We definitely wanted to be the number one sign and lighting company in Alberta.
So yeah, we got a big journey ahead still.
In this episode of The Entrepreneurs.
It takes guts to achieve glory, drive, determination, and the courage to take risks when no one else will. Innovators, trailblazers, and pioneers of industry don't hear the naysayers. Their heads are in the game, even when the playing field doesn't exist. They have the focus to keep their eyes on the prize, the steadfast belief in the dream, and the willpower to make it happen. These are the Entrepreneurs.
Yep, sounds good. Other than that, he's all happy?
Yeah, Petro-Canada went great. He's real happy.
Sounds good. I love what I do. You know, I'm in the office sitting at my desk by 4:30. And AM, yeah, 4 a.m. in the morning. And I find like I can get so much done. The phone's quiet, the emails are quiet. You can kind of get your thoughts.
What time do you go to bed?
About 10:30. And John's the same way. He's given her at all hours, so we kind of work on opposite schedules. It works pretty good. So we always say between the two of us, we have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operation, anyways, between the two of us. So.
Originally, I think we had half of this space taken up for offices. I think it was within probably, 6 months, we added 2 more.
Yes, area.
And then this was actually part of our warehouse area, and we added 2 more, and then next thing you know is we took up the entire building.
It was just one guy on a truck when I first started working with Chris.
Westcan Signs is as much a story about a partnership as it is about a growing sign company.
That we operate our head office out of Langley, BC. We've got office and warehouse in Edmonton and Calgary. Office and warehouse there as well. It takes a little bit of coordinating to make sure that all 3 cities line up.
I enjoy building things or being a part of building things, which is, you know, with all the projects that we have going on, that's what we do. We help create, we help build, we help re-image stuff, and it's really cool to see from the beginning to the end.
Westcan has grown from sharing that moment of pride when a company first sees their name shown off to the world to rebranding multinational franchises. But now, it's a victim of its own success. The Langley, BC operation is slammed with orders, the Calgary shop is overflowing, and Edmonton has outgrown its space. And a growing reputation also means growing deadlines.
Hey Kelsey, do you know that job they're working on over the shop, the Rona? Do you know where we're at with that?
I think they're halfway done on it.
Okay, I'll go check over on the manufacturing plant. Hey Keith.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you? How's everything coming with this project?
Good, we're just finishing up the blue light right here.
So this one will be ready to test for Friday?
Yeah, we can probably get it up on the wall to install on Monday there for sure.
Awesome job. Hey John, what's going on?
This right here, customer is just fuming right now.
This was supposed to have been done already. Do you know when that's going to be put on the table for manufacturing? I think that's from the original company that did them, but that's definitely sun faded for sure. That's probably, how many years are these signs, do you remember?
I think those are probably about 12 years.
12 years, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what you can do, Keith, and get that.
It's everybody, when their old sign is down, it's off the wall, they want it up there yesterday. And that's one of our tough challenges that we deal with all the time.
We have stuff like just stacked on top of stacked and stuff bubbling outside. You see a problem getting this wrapped up pretty quick at all, or?
Oh, you guys wanted this done the same day?
I would, you know what, if we can squeeze it in, see what you can do. I know it's asking a lot and stuff like that.
Yeah, we just got tons of projects on the go. We got like this big one we're trying to do. We got, my tables are full.
For most entrepreneurs, it's hard to say no.
I have to say, in the 16 years I've been doing this, I cannot say that there's no job we were never able to do, however crazy it might be.
The Calgary office is really feeling the workload.
Pump numbers for
bathroom, that's Jamie's office, storage room, lunch room, and then back here is where we got little space.
Yeah, I see you have to pull out one truck to get another truck in.
Yep, it can be a little tight, it can be a little snug, but I mean, it is what it is for now. It's a lot better than it was 5 years ago. Cold. That wind, man.
And to top it off, in the middle of a cold winter, only one truck at a time can be kept inside for maintenance. Not good.
I had no clue we would grow that fast. It's quite impressive how fast we grew.
It's a crossroads most entrepreneurs dream of reaching, but dread once being there.
We just finished organizing this 2 weeks ago, and we're still overloaded, can barely move around.
It's kind of like working on top of everything, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that new building is looking more desirable every day.
Yep.
It's going to give us a lot more storage.
That they'll enjoy having the bigger space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should consider it then.
Yeah, I love it.
Sign making is in Chris's blood, with a legacy that stretches back over 3 generations.
In 1966, my grandfather started a company called Dogwood Fluorescent. They ran that all the way up until the 90s. So this used to hang in the window at the play place at McDonald's in Guildford, and I guess it was a little too scary, so they decided to take it down because it wasn't something that they wanted to portray for the Ronald there.
It looks pretty scary.
Yeah, it looks pretty scary, doesn't it? I was running my business for about 25 years, actually. We just celebrated this year, our 25th anniversary. But 8 years ago, we decided we wanted to expand beyond the BC border. And we knew it was going to be a big challenge. And we needed someone really good to team up with.
Before I got into this industry, the sign industry, I was a franchise owner for Snap-on Tools. I had done that for 13 years. And when he asked me about it, I didn't hesitate, which was against my nature, because usually I'll give something like that a lot of thought. And he asked me a second time, and I told him, you don't have to ask me again. I'm sold.
You know, for some reason it just works so awesome. Like, and the weird thing is, John and I are the two guys that you would have never thought. Like, we were totally dead against partnership, and it was one of those ones we've clicked ever since. We don't battle about stuff. Main goal is, you know, from Alberta, start working our way east and stuff. And, you know, when we get to Nova Scotia, you know, that's the end goal.
Yeah, we definitely want to also make sure that we don't lose focus on our primary market, which for Westcan is Alberta. There's some companies, they don't offer low-level service and high-level. We'll even do swing stage work, which is about as high level as you can get. You know, guys will be hanging off the side of a 40-story building. Not everybody will do that. Some companies, they don't have the bucket trucks, they don't have the equipment. We'll try to do it all.
We now have tons of our own equipment, which is really helpful, so we don't have to rent cranes and things like that. It's awesome, we can get it done a lot faster.
Try to keep it simple. I think it usually boils down to service.
But tonight, the evening is spent looking for signs rather than making them.
So usually once a week, every other week, we'll send people out to do night drives, to check out all of our customers' locations, and see if we can find any outages, kind of thing. And customers like it because it keeps their stuff lit and it keeps our guys busy. So it's a bit of a win-win for everybody, actually.
This is our busy season, so obviously we're signs and lighting. Lights are more prominent in the wintertime when it's dark out.
And we'll take a picture of it. We email it off to our customers. Sometimes our sales reps will do it right from the site. And we've had it where first thing the next morning, we've got a work order on our desk.
And now working in the company too, I'll see, oh, that sign's out, the light's out, and it's just like, you can't not see it, you know?
I started here 5 years ago. It seems to be a lot more competitive now than it was when I started. But I could be wrong. Oh, look at that. The entire sign is out. The whole thing's out.
Back in Langley, Chris and John have some decisions to make. They start to search for new space to expand Calgary into a major production hub for Western Canada. Calls are placed to commercial realtors, banks, and lawyers.
Non-stop. I usually get on it at about 5 in the morning and usually don't get off till about 8 at night on it, so.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Hey Joe, we got a couple great choices in Northwest Calgary shop. I'll shoot you over the list. I gotta warn you, they're kind of big, or real big.
So we definitely needed a larger space, but we were thinking of the future.
This building is a total of 71,000, 51,000 in warehouse, 20,000 of office.
It's a big risk at the end of the day. Like if we don't rent out the empty space in the building, you know, we're going to be on the hook to have that mortgage payment every. So, you know, we didn't want to just go to like a 3,000 or a 4,000 square foot building. We figured it would better to go to a much larger. So we're going to definitely be able to grow for the future.
But what was a simple expansion to a larger space will soon force Chris and John to risk their personal savings and the future of the company. Signage has become part of everyday life, and one growing company is charting a new course to become one of the most dynamic leaders in the industry. But to do this, they have to expand to a larger space in an uncertain economy.
And then, you know, worst case scenario, if James has got a crew working there, they'll be in there. We could actually access it today if we really, really needed to.
Got to deal with the listing agent, selling agent, the property manager. A lot to do in the next couple of days.
Questions remain. Do they buy or do they lease? How big is too big? The Calgary shop is only 2,500 square feet, but that lasted only 2 years.
Hey, how are you?
What if the economy goes south?
We're exploding. We're going to the new place. I allegedly get an office there. It's going to be fantastic.
One of the reasons for their success is why rent a car when you can take a company truck and drive in style?
This is a massive building.
We're building a building like this. It's a big building.
It is a big building. What we're looking for, the company Westcan itself, probably about 10,000 square feet. But this building is 71,000 square feet, so yeah, we can go 7 times bigger than we are now. Wow, this is huge.
Yeah, this is massive.
On that side of the building, we could probably maybe put a demising wall on that side?
Absolutely. It's pretty exciting.
That was pretty big.
This is a lot of space. You know, we kind of looked at it as an investment. There's, you know, this gives us room to grow, but in the meantime, we could demise this. And
worst case scenario, we move Linda and Kim in here with the families, and we have this as our new home.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we started off in a storage container, so yeah, it's a little bit bigger than the storage container that we started out with, what, 7 years ago?
8, just about 8.
Yeah.
Is it a scary thing? It's definitely a scary thing because, you know, we're definitely putting it all out, but, you know, no risk, no reward.
But no risk, no success.
But then, so where exactly?
What started as a search for more space has grown into buying an entire warehouse. However, Chris and John won't proceed until they get the nod from their key people, the ones who have to work there, the reason for their success.
I'm impressed with all the lighting in here.
I know, that's what we said too when we came back. I couldn't actually believe how much lighting was already in this place.
In one corner you can have an LED conversion going, another corner you can have manufacturing a face. Next corner you can be building a can, all while the office is so far away that you're not disturbing them as well.
Good entrepreneurs know it's all about the people.
Our philosophy really is that we want to share the wealth. Like, we're not like, you know, a lot of big corporations and companies that, you know, the owners stinking rich, they want to have all their big piles. But you know what? If you decide to spread that wealth between your employees, they'll work, they'll build the brand.
We've been probably doing this for about a week and a half now.
Yeah.
So pretty much all straight for a week and a half, but we've done other substrate letters on the wall. We've done other signs besides just these big letters. You want to do a dry run first? Mm-hmm. There we go. So that's basically what the leather is actually going to look like lit up. So as you can see, there's a nice illumination to it. Sorry.
Between the BC and Alberta offices, you'll find an eclectic blend of artisans and craftspeople that would surprise you.
I actually started out doing graffiti in the streets and painting trains, and then I kind of found this, and it's a lot easier to get my art in the streets.
You did, so you're a graffiti artist?
Well, yeah, that's kind of how it came about, and I find this to be a positive outlet for sure. My favorite part is when I actually put one up on the wall, and then I see it up there for years to come. Show the wife, show the family. I take pride in what I do, right?
Let there be light.
Jamie's skills don't go to waste in his downtime.
Happy Halloween! I definitely love the lighting aspect of it. As you can see, the lighting creates theatrics to everything. And it's just, it's cool. The bigger the better in my eyes. Not too many people want signs like that until this time of year anyways. Happy Halloween! It's time to go fill this up again.
You know, I'm kind of one of those guys that likes to dab a little bit of everything. Quite a few years ago, I started a little side company with a friend of mine, Chris Friesen. We decided to start a company called BC Buzz Honey. Well, you know what it was, is we just decided it would be a pretty cool hobby. The two of us, we ended up getting a couple boxes, and we thought that would be a nice relaxing way, get out, play with the bees, extract some honey for ourselves, but we ended up finding it, we could actually make a bit of money out of it, so we decided to do some farmers markets, and before you know it, we're in some stores, and so we find that, you know, sharing that with your staff, giving them the praise, giving them what you can to help them out, to build themselves up as well, it works better. And that's probably another big success what Westcan's done is, you know, we've worked with some amazing people.
And if this goes right, their people should be very happy.
Definitely a huge risk.
Well, here's some papers, Marissa, if you want to get off to the lawyer.
For sure.
For us, that'd be awesome.
Thank you very much.
Those are all signed, done.
Perfect.
So we're gonna buy it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, decision's made.
Congratulations, Mr. Thomason.
Excellent.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Marissa.
That's pretty exciting for you guys, eh?
I guess so, we just bought ourselves a building.
No, we just bought ourselves a big debt, Mr. Thomason.
With 71,000 square feet.
The area here that we want to.
And they will know in a few weeks if it was a good move,
Excellent.
or a case of the right thing at the wrong time. After going all in on a nerve-wracking decision to buy a warehouse, there's a lot of decisions to be made, from dividing space to finding tenants to help with the mortgage.
It's nice and close to the plumbing.
This is the area here that we want to isolate then?
Yep, absolutely.
Excellent. One of the things I think we need to do is demise off some space.
Yeah, so we'll do another roll up the same as the back. Maybe a little smaller, doesn't need to be as large, I don't think.
Understood. What about needs? Let's talk specifically, how many offices are we looking at getting into that? I'd like to get your glass up, you know, to the 9-foot ceiling markets a little bit better for your curb appeal.
Because have like a nice round, gives you a nicer clean look, I think, anyways.
Yep. So that.
But a last minute snag. Turns out buying the building over the holidays has turned out to be a problem. With everyone on vacation, the question remains, who has the keys?
The real estate gentleman told us today that the keys are going to be at the lawyer's office. The lawyer said he's never received keys any property's ever changed, so someone doesn't know who's talking to who about getting us the keys for the new building, so.
Only for free?
The thing is, I don't understand is with the keys, but I'm waiting for a call back from Elia, but you've seen what his text message said that.
Yeah. Well, I'm really, I was surprised that they were doing it that way. So what they were going to do is have the lawyer give us the keys.
The seller's lawyer's even going to send keys. They're closed until the first week of January. They're not even in the office. His office is closed until January. He's just working from home right now. I don't know. I think the problem is us doing a real estate deal in December around Christmas. Everybody kind of scatters as soon as the 20th arrives, and nobody usually comes back until first week of January.
So we were talking about the fire-rated wall. This is essentially what we started off with. Okay, this is going to divide the space between what your tenants are going to have and what you're going to occupy. Okay, so as we step across this side here, we've left this open. One of the things that I find is typical is that I get emails at 3 o'clock in the morning. I get text messages at 11 o'clock at night. These guys work tirelessly. It's like 24/7, and that's typically the life of a business owner if you want to be able to develop your business. This opens. We have.
Well, it's surreal. I mean, we've got a lot of space. We've got a lot of work ahead of us.
It's a big monthly payment.
A lot of square footage to fill up.
It's been a great journey. I don't know, we never really had any real big expectations. We decided to partner up, and we knew we definitely wanted to be the #1 sign and lighting company in Alberta, and that's definitely been our goal from day one. And we've just kind of ran by the seat of our pants, and it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah, we've worked hard and focused and have managed to. We've been chasing growth since day one. So. And this is an example of that. We're kind of hoping that we can maybe level off and try to focus on maintaining what we've built up, because it is a bit of a struggle to chase the growth. But it's been awesome. It's been a great ride. Like I said, we started from a storage container, and here we are.
One bucket truck.
Yeah, one bucket truck and a storage container, and now we've got a 71,000 square foot facility. So we're pretty proud of that.
When you have really good people working for you, your company builds itself when you have really good people. So
They're a beacon in the night, or directions home. A call for a little fun or a modest announcement. But if you wait long enough, just after dusk, and see someone who pauses to check out the sign, you just might have met a sign maker.
We were out there.
Okay. This job here, customers waiting for that. I know. I'm stunned. Yeah, looking up at the ceiling and being like,
we should maybe get John down on it again and see if we can actually fix it for you.
Just the Excel program. I don't know how to use it.
I know
Just
that.
put out the bloopers now.
I don't know if that's gonna make the show.